welcome to Gaza graduation. Let's see how much students actually know what they stand for. If you get them right, you win $100. First question, have you guys chanted from the river to the sea?
Yes.
Okay, which river, which sea?
The Sea of...
None.
So you don't know that? Okay.
No.
The answer was the Mediterranean and the Jordan. What does Hamas say their number one goal is according to their charter?
They just wanted to free Palestine.
To murder all Jews around the world.
Oh, man.
How many years did Israel occupy Gaza?
Late 1800s, the entire time.
Since 48.
It was actually under Egyptian control for the first 20 or so years, and then Israel actually left Gaza in 2006.
I'm shocked.
Wait, they left?
Oh no, this can't be.
What is the definition of Zionism?
Doesn't that mean you hate Palestinians, right?
Jewish people who think that Judaism is the highest race.
Zionism actually just means that you think Jews are entitled to having their own homeland to protect themselves from another Holocaust. You don't even have to be Jewish. That makes you a Zionist. What does Antifada revolution mean?
I don't know what that means.
But you've chanted it?
Yeah.
It's like a global call to murder Jews.
Wow.
You gonna learn today.
Wow.
Did you know you said that?
No.
Would you say it again?
Probably not.
How much have our foreign adversaries donated to American universities in the last decade?
No idea.
I couldn't give you a number on that.
The answer was over $6 billion. How many Gazan refugees have the Arab neighboring countries let in the last few months?
35,000.
The answer was 0.
And normally, they would never do an interview. But hey, if you have money, yeah, that will do the interview.
Michelle says she and a neighbor chased them down the street. Then she says she called 911.
They told me dispatch was on the way and to wait outside.
She says she waited and waited and called and called.
Criminal trespass in progress.
But no police.
An hour and a half goes by. I called a sixth time, and I asked to speak to a 911 supervisor. And he suggested I call my alderman. And I said, why would I call my alderman? He said, encourage him to hire more police.
Michelle says more than 4 hours later, officers arrived.
The officers were extremely apologetic, obviously overwhelmed.
Adding more frustration to the day, she says an officer tried to get an evidence tech out, but was denied. Chicago police told us the delay in getting officers to Michelle's home may have something to do with the priority list for routine dispatch calls for 911.
Three Chicago thugs robbed a woman's home. Police weren't able to show up for 4 hours. It's not funny, but I'm like, wow. When she called the supervisor to complain, he told her to call her local politician and ask for funding for more calls. This Faye is telling me, tell me something I don't know about in my poor neighborhood. And the fact that you're in a middle class neighborhood, I'm happy you're enjoying the same thing that I have been enjoying since they have been defunding the police, but now finally it affects you. So I really don't care.
Yeah, boy.
Even if you call the politician might say, hey man, they closed all the stores, they need a place to rob.
Am I the asshole for falling out of love with my wife after she took a 7-week vacation?
Oh.
I, 32 male, have been married to my wife, 30 female, for 4 years, and we've been together for 8. She's a stay-at-home mom. We have Irish twins, 1 female, 2 male, which have been incredibly taxing for my wife. Wanted a solo vacation break for a few weeks where she would travel to different states, visit her high school and college friends, go to concerts, and do a lot of fun stuff. She asked if I would be okay with it. I asked if she could make it a couple of weeks shorter because 7 weeks of managing our 2 children alone sounded really daunting. Especially since work was also getting taxing recently. I do work remote, so at least that worked in my favor. My wife and I discussed for a couple of days, and I ultimately agreed with her that she did deserve a break.
Oh, just like one of my friends, his boyfriend had a remote job and it pissed her off so much they broke up. Because when she saw him work at home, it didn't seem like he was working hard at home, so it bothered her.
Cook naked, I clean.
Can you clean the house? Can you clean the bills? I mean, some men really need a woman or a person so they can survive. But I also know that most men think it's almost impossible because they never really tried it.
I'm valuable.
And you would be surprised how easy it can be compared to your nightmare that you're comparing it with in your brain.
Because of what she has been through the past few years.
Okay.
And so she took her vacation. The first week managing our children alone was extremely difficult, and I did feel like I was losing my mind. But I survived.
That's one thing we agree on.
My sister came over to help me from the second week on. She was honestly a lifesaver, and I will be eternally grateful for her. I never directly asked her to help me, but I guess I did indirectly because when she video called me at the end of the first week, I basically broke down in tears.
Beta! And through that, you can be a responsible alpha papa.
So from the second at the end of the first week, I basically broke down in tears. So from the second week on, my sister stayed over at my house to help with my children, and a huge burden had been lifted off of my shoulders. I was also really able to focus on work and meet my deadlines. To be brutally honest, I did not miss my wife at all.
You might even enjoy it.
Yes, I know, a sister was helping her, so stop throwing that in my face.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Just like she has been thinking that he is working remote, she needs to do the exact same thing for 7 weeks. Which makes me wonder, what kind of fun are you having for 7 weeks in his brain?
Truly mind-blowing sex.
But the least possibility is still 7 weeks doing nothing. And that's bad too.
I was emotionally and mentally relaxed and also had a lot of fun with my children and my sister. I felt a sense of betrayal that my wife had actually gone through with the 7-week vacation. I slowly fell out of love with my wife. When she came back from her vacation, she was super refreshed and recharged. To be honest, I was a bit indifferent. My wife tried to initiate sex the first night she came back, which I rejected.
Leave me alone.
You literally made a man say the worst thing that he could ever say to his wife. I'm independent.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And I know, yes, sister was helping him, but at the same time, you made a man realize I can just do this without the reward of wife or sex for 7.5 weeks that she did not want to lower because it was her time to enjoy something different.
Because I said I wasn't feeling it. The subsequent days, I had the same level of indifference in our day-to-day life.
I'm horny a lot.
Probably noticed it, but didn't say anything. Later, she asked me why I was acting like this, and I told her I don't love her anymore.
Ooh.
She apologized for taking the 7-week vacation and asked if there was anything we could do to fix it. I told her no. We pretty much went through the motions the next couple of weeks before I finally decided that I wanted a divorce. She seemed devastated when I brought up divorce, which surprised me because I had already told her I don't love her anymore.
It's not that you don't have permission to do whatever you want. The fact that you think you deserve a permission that I need to stay with the kids for 7 weeks because your fun is more important because you think I'm having fun working remote.
She asked if we could do couples therapy or marriage counseling first before I started looking for a divorce lawyer. And I told her I needed some time to think about it. I've spent a few days thinking about it, and I'm still leaning towards divorce because I basically don't love my wife anymore. I don't think marriage counseling can fix it. So, am I the asshole for falling out of love with my wife because she took a 7-week vacation?
I don't think so. I mean, you feel however you feel, right? Like, I think that it wasn't just about the vacation. It was also about like her needing that much time.
Away from him. Away from him. Away! 7! Away from him. The fact that you think it's okay and you can come back voongy voongy voong. No woman would accept that. He's a cold hard daddy, so you had to send a message and now you can come back and soften it up. Well, now he's independent and cold.
And away from their kids and away from their life. Like, damn, like 7 weeks is a lot. That is like, that is crazy, dude. Like, what is that? Just under 2 months?
It's basically 2 months.
That is like, that is an insanely, like, I don't know how you can, I've been on vacation, like work trip for like 6 days now. I can't wait to get home to my boyfriend. Like, I cannot wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, I like to make YouTube videos. If I don't hear my kids in the next 2 hours, I'm going to panic.
Did you say you think you've been humbled before? Well, let me just do you one better. Okay, so I'm at a doctor's appointment, right? I'm at the plastic surgeon. I'm like trying to get these yappers off. They're not real, so I want them out. I'm too hyper aware of the fact that they're in there, so I want them out. So I'm trying to get them removed, right? And so the doctor's kind of just like walking me through my options. He's like, sure, you can just like take them out and it's done. Or like you could do like a smaller implant. I'm like, no, I don't want another one. He's like, there's another option. We could just like take them out and like fat graft and take fat from somewhere else in your body and then they it into your boobs, right? He's like, we could do that. And then he's like, but I don't know where we would take the fat from. grabs my pants, like I'm not wearing a top this whole time, grabs my pants, pulls it down, like so that my pants are kind of like right here. He's like, oh, that should be plenty. Oh, that should be plenty. What? That was crazy that you said that, Doc.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
So anyway, not sure what I'm gonna do, but either way, that was so humbling.
And now that you made him think transactionally and he's doing the stuff that you didn't do for him for 7 weeks, he realized, yo, I can replace you. And if you don't bring something extra, hey, what do you bring to the table?
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush, hash, purple, skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, turloqueta, verdeta, welcome.